Angle Sports, what it do? Kevin Smith coming to you live Saturday night. Just got finished checking out the Ohio State beating Michigan State game. Shout out to them boys. Michigan winning large against Rutgers. Shea Patterson with 260, 3 touchdowns. I think it was 42-9. And last night the Detroit Pistons beat Atlanta Hawks 124-109. And if you heard about the news, Jimmy Butler just got traded to the 76ers. So it said on the website. So that news is over with. And, he's no longer going to be coming to the Pistons. I wish that could have happened, but that's no longer going to be. So here we go about the game with the Lions against Chicago Bears. And a lot of people act like they got amnesia, man. I'm still going for my team, rooting for my team. I mean, we did sweep the Chicago Bears last season. We won both games, in Chicago and at Ford Field last season. But Mitchell Trubisky was a rookie last season. This year he's stepping it up. Their defense stepping it up. They got Khalil Mack. They're a whole different team. Tariq Cohen, he's a way better player this season. Shout out to them boys. They're way better defense. Always been a fan of Trevathan ever since he was a Denver Bronco, along with Von Miller. Great all-pro linebacker, if you ask me. And Roquan Smith, I believe that's his name, first name. I know, his last name from Georgia. I think he should have been starting soon as they put him in holdout or no holdout. But you see he's starting now. Big ups to him. I think he's going to have a nice game, if not a great game. But here we go, man. I mean, as we talking about it, I see they got Lions got some reps. Big reps. They're hoping to resurrect, man, a couple players as we talking about. One with Bruce Ellington, as he just signed, and they're hoping to a lot of players like Damian Snacks Harrison. As soon as we traded him, we got him right in there. And Bruce, they were hoping. They're saying that not only did he sign right away, just like Eli Harold, it was same as that, but hopefully that he's gonna get some reps right in. Not only that, but they're saying he looks good, man. They're saying he look like the Bruce Ellington, from the Houston Texans days. I mean, when we snagged over Malcolm Butler, the I'm talking about, the same New England defense that went to the Super Bowl. He was making plays against that defense in that division. This is the coach that was going against this guy, man. So, I'm hoping they're right about this. And Lindsey Pipkins, this was the guy we played last season in Green Bay. I was happy that we got to sign. He's been with us since the Miami game. I think we signed him the week of Miami. And he's been suited up for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I seen him in special teams last week at the loss of Minnesota. But with Darius Slay being out now, he's supposed to be guaranteed some time. And I really hope to see him out there, man, because he played hard when he was with Green Bay last season. And if he could play like he did when he was with Green Bay last season, man, that's an extra. That's a good corner pickup, man. This guy plays hard, man. And Kelvin Shepherd, man, who really a lot of people don't know about Kelvin Shepherd, but he's a physical linebacker with a nice speed. We talking about playing against this, this physical line, offensive line with the Chicago Bears, with the speed of Tariq Cohen and the scrambling ability of Trubisky. And the receiver game, the receivers aren't slow, and the tight end, Burton, man, please. That's a nice tight end, Super Bowl winning Burton. So, resurrection with him too. I mean, I like to use that word because these players, man, if they could come back like they used to be, what they're saying is like, Shepard. I really was a fan of Shepard, man. And I haven't seen him in a minute, but with we also released LeBlanc, who was a cornerback that was starting to get his rotation in a couple weeks. And I see we released him. And we're starting to get Horace Richardson, a cornerback. I think it's first year, second year. And, I don't know if he'll be off the practice squad in time to play this game. But he's getting a lot of reps in practice. So we'll see what he's going to do if he does get in, because we're thin at corner if Darius Slay's going to be out. Yeah, but Tracy Walker, I see he's getting a lot of reps, and they're saying that Tracy Walker might even be playing at corner some. Who knows, man, because, let's be honest, I don't know how healthy Tease and Nevin it will be. And then Chicago lines up a lot of receivers, man. So there's some games I've seen. So you're going to need more than just, 2-3 corners out there. And they don't have more than 2 or 3 corners on the roster. So we see how that's going to be, man. And, on the offensive side, man, like we said, T.J. Jones, he has his games. He has his games against Chicago. It'd be a disappointment to see them not utilize T.J. Jones out the slot. Once again, against Chicago, this is once again Mr. Rocket. This is where he got his highlights again against Chicago Bears, if you remember that game last season. So, yeah, man, it's Saturday night tomorrow. We go against Chicago Bears, man. Comments if you think any of those players should be the resurrection, or should search either further, man, or man, I'm hoping Bruce Ellington is gonna bring it back, man. Kelvin Shepard be a nice thing. Maven, when he get his sub in, man. Jalen Reeves Maven, he been getting hurt, banged up lately. But Christian Jones, he's been decent, man, so far for us. And Jared Davis, and but we gotta contain Trubisky, number 1 tomorrow. We gotta get off with Galladay, number 2 tomorrow. They talking about Galladay should have a big game. I'm hoping Galladay have a big game tomorrow. A lot of weeks been going past. They're talking about Kerryon Johnson, got to keep it up. Well, it's time for them to go back to Galladay to having a 2-touchdown game, maybe even over 100 yards, 150 yards. You know what I'm saying, man? It's time for Galladay to have another huge game. And it's time for T.J. Jones to do his thing like he does against the Chicago Bears, And it's time to see another cornerback step it up for the Detroit Lions, And let's see how good this defensive line for our step up, because we know Chicago's going to step up. But with Zeke Johnson bringing his second game back, along with Romeo Core, Kennard, and Harrison, Eli Harold coming out, and we're supposed to have, Hyder, man. I'm waiting to see if Hyder is going to come back really full healthy. And really, man, we really getting healthy on the front line, so we really gonna see how we play, man. And Quinn and Diggs, man, we're gonna see how they really play now with this fast offense coming up. Hopefully, man, we step it up and we get another win against the Chicago Bears. So we see what it is tomorrow, 1 o'clock. I know it's 1 o'clock for us. So check it out, man. Angle Sports, One Pride.